My name is Dee. For the new attendees, I'm an account executive slash brand consultant here at JoinBrands. And today we will discuss influencer marketing and types of influencers, spotting performance-ready creators, smarter sourcing at scale with JoinBrands. I want to also go into the cost system, it's a campaign structure, how to structure your campaigns for success. And also at the end, we'll create a live demo on the platform itself so you can actually see the magic behind Dream Brands. Also, for those who stay at the end, we will do a raffle and we will award one of the attendees with $50 of credit on Dream Brands so you can get a free image or video with one of your products. First thing, types of influencers by role. I want to discuss this briefly. A lot of this is also common knowledge, but still, I want to start from the fundamentals. So we have influencers by role. And also we have influencers by size, right? First, we will discuss influencers by role. Now we'll focus on the TikTok influencers, TikTok platform, because there we have like the biggest traction in terms of the impact that the creators have. Not all of them are the same, of course. So we have regular influencers, people that are actually great for brand awareness, but not necessarily are good to actually sell product with their content. And then we have the TikTok affiliate types, right? These people are actually good at selling products. They're commerce driven and they are structuring their content for conversion. So these are the sellers. Both of these types have different use cases. So we're going to use influencers mostly for if you have a new launch, if you're trying to tell the story of your brand, if you want to create some viral effect, some buzz around a new launch or a new feature, whatever the case may be, then influencers is going to be the best way to go. And then we have affiliates. We use them for sales, trackable sales, and performance, and they are very results oriented, right? You're going to see direct ROI there, and it makes sense to work with an influencer or not. Next, we have influencer types by size, right? Now, this is across platforms. It doesn't have to be for TikTok. Now, we do have like the nano influencers that are going to be anywhere from 1,000 to 10,000 followers. These people tend to have highly engaged audience. Their audience trusts them, right? And usually they're in some kind of niche sector and they have niche audiences, right? They're great for targeted UGCs. If you're selling, let's say, a niche product, your best bet is to go with these nano influencers. Next, we have micro. So from 10,000 to 100,000, these people have strong engagement. They're best for conversion-driven campaigns. Let's say if you want to double down on selling a product through influencer marketing, then these are the best people to go with because also they're not going to be very expensive. But next, we have the macro. So 100 to 1 million followers. These guys have big reach, guys or girls, and they're ideal for scaling and new launches. This is if you want to get the word across that you're doing something new, or if you want to promote something, these are maybe the best influencers to go with. And then we have the 1 million plus mega influencers, celebrity level exposure. You're going to be getting a lot of exposure with these guys, and they tend to cost a lot, but also tend to have lower engagement, right? So depending on why you need them, I wouldn't implement them at the start, especially if I'm a new brand, I will not go with these types of influencers at all. Maybe at a later stage where already I'm doing a lot of sales, brands are doing well, maybe then I can include these types of influencers. Now, all of these influencers are actually types of influencers are available on the JoinBrands platform. We will discuss more in detail a bit later on. Next, what I want to discuss is spotting performance for the creators, right? We already discussed the types of creators. Now we want to see the people that actually can move the needle. And for that, we'll need to look out on a few things. First, we want to find creators that have commerce focused content. They're selling products, they're promoting products, and they have high engagement on these product posts. You might get like the occasional mom influencer that is not doing a lot of product posts that could do well. But usually what we tend to see is that creators that actually have some kind of portfolio with already commerce focused content tend to do better. Also, we want to keep an eye out on the platform native style. Every platform is going to be different. So TikTok is going to be different. YouTube is going to be different. Instagram as well. There's no blueprint for all of them encompassing all platforms. Everyone is very different. Now for TikTok, you want to adapt styles that are going to be working, that are going to keep the attention of the viewer for TikTok. Same goes for YouTube and Instagram. Also, we want to look at a history of creators that have performance history in shop or affiliate campaigns, similar to the second point, but also keep an eye out on creators that actually have done good success let's say, for example, on TikTok Shop, right? We can track the GMV and you can see the GMV directly through the JoinBrands platform for every creator that we have. You're going to know exactly how much they've sold for different brands and what kind of products they've actually sold. Now, how to get to the creators, right? This is going to be the sourcing challenge of why new brands struggle to gain momentum with creators. A lot of brands are actually doing a lot of tedious processes by cold outreaching creators. They're sending a lot of emails, thousands of DMs of creators without any real return. Maybe they will have like 0.5% response rate or even like 1 to 2%. But also, even if you have high response rate, then you're gonna have these next problems, right? You can send samples to the creators and they will not respond with the content because there's no accountability involved with the whole transaction, right? A lot of brands are losing samples to creators without any real accountability from the creator side. And a lot of brands are actually losing a lot of time to do this. It could work, right? If you have like a huge team in place that will do this. I'm not saying that it cannot work, but it will take a lot of hours invested by that team that could be placed on a much better output. Also, another problem that these brands are facing with is low quality content. So, yes, you ship the product, they get the product, they will deliver a piece of content, but it will be way off script, not portraying the message that the brand is trying to portray to the audience. And a lot of brands are actually having that problem as well. You can use Join Brands to smart source at scale these creators. We're going to have more than 200,000 creators signed up on the platform, and we do provide that accountability that is missing when you're doing it yourself. So the creator will not get paid until the brand or the agency is satisfied with the content from the creator. You can filter these creators by platform, content type, performance metrics, niche and pricing, of course. We also have new AI sourcing in place because you're going to have a lot of creators. So right, 200,000 creators that are signed up on the platform. If you want to hire only 50, which one do you pick, right? That's why we implemented the new AI sourcing that will help brands filter creators by AI. So what we've actually done, we sorted 1 million data points across all platforms. We downloaded all the data of these influencers, what they post on Instagram, what they post on TikTok, right? We're searching for keywords, we're searching for type of content, and based out of that, we're providing you suggestions for your campaign, for your product, so you can make the best decision possible for hiring those influencers. With Join Brands, we're completely eliminating, spreadsheets, cold DMs that no longer exist. Everything will happen in a very neat environment on the platform itself. So it's going to be only one page and you're going to see everything from there. I'm going to show you in the demo later. And you're going to scale it much faster. You're going to get it to a point where you're going to see some better ROI instead of doing it yourself. Related to Join Brands, we're on the market for close to 4 years now, more than 3 years. And we work with over 5,000 brands that trust us to get their content for the products. You can see some examples here for some of the brands that we actually work with. Before I do the live demo on the platform itself, I want to, implement some I want to show you some best practice on how to conduct these campaigns and what to look out, right? I implemented the system cast because I think this is the best system when you're creating these types of campaigns, whether that's on Join Brands, whether you do it on your own with your own team, or maybe using a different platform. So you can choose this system to be like a guideline for anything that you do. So first, we choose the right creator, right? You look at your product, you find a creator niche that would be suitable for your type of product, and you hire that creator type. You can also hire by platform. So is TikTok better for your product than Instagram? What's your end customer demographics, right? That's also has a huge impact whether to go for TikTok or Instagram, for example. You need to consider audience, style, and past performance when choosing the creator. You need to start with do you want to do brand awareness? Do you just want to promote your brand? Do you want to find user-generated content to run ads on Meta, for example? Or you're looking to get direct sales, in which case you can go maybe on TikTok Shop or you can use Amazon attribution links, but you need to set the right expectations before even you start with the campaign. Next, to structure the content. This is important. So content is king. So you need to provide a clear brief, do's and don'ts, call to actions for the creators, provide some kind of guidelines just so they don't go completely off the rails, right? You want to keep it still flexible. So don't script the entire thing from start to finish. I mean, if you want to do it that way, that's totally okay. But keep a little bit of a flexible script just so these creators can portray an authentic message and where they're going to look genuine, right? That's the whole point of UGC. The content needs to be authentic, needs to look genuine, and that's why the creator has to express some of their own creativity. And the last thing is track performance and optimize. So use analytics, double down on what's working. For example, if you're testing two campaigns, two platforms, let's say TikTok and Instagram, see what works better. Where do you get most views? Where do you get a better conversions? Where do you get, at the end of the day, more sales? And double down on that platform or on that call to action. You need to constantly optimize, change creators, change scripts, change hooks and call to actions in order to get to the sweet spot of actually having high performing influencer marketing campaigns. And now I want to go to the demo. I want to go to the JoinBrands platform and I want to create a quick campaign with you all so I can show you all the cool new features that we have. This is going to be your default page on JoinBrands. You don't need to prepay any type of package. You don't need to subscribe to one of the subscription plans. You can just create an account and start with a campaign right away without you having to commit anything financially first. So you just click create a campaign. Let's do a TikTok campaign now. I'm not going to go over the details of the campaigns. We have 4 different types of campaigns, all of them with a slightly different purpose. So maybe if you want to just run some UGC ads without needing influencers to post on their social media, go for a content only campaign, right? But if you want to do like an influencer campaign, let's say on TikTok, you select this second campaign. You select TikTok videos, and also you can do like even social blasts for, let's say, for those nano influencers. Social blast will be more affordable content. It will be a lower pricing. It will go in bulk, but this is the great campaign. We're not paying a lot, but you're hiring a lot of different creators at that nano level of size. When I go for content plus posting, this is going to be like macro and above. Price for TikTok will go from $100 to $500 depending on which creator you want to hire. Like 90% of them still charge the minimum of $100. So you're going to find a lot of decent creators, high GMV also for $100 per post. And also the good part is that you get to keep the content, right? You get full ownership, even though they're posting it themselves. You can always download it and repurpose that same content. You just need to complete like a few steps. First, you're selecting the price per job. This is optionally, of course, you don't need to set a minimum. You do the content brief. This is where you add the actual hooks, the actual call to actions, what kind of, guidelines you want to provide to the creator. You write it down here. You can provide some source files like brand assets, logos, things like that. You can orchestrate the caption, which is detrimental that you include, like for TikTok, some hashtags that perform better for your product, because TikTok also has this search engine element, right, where people are actually searching with keywords, and based out of that, they're getting content and results. So if you want to get that organic traffic, make sure to work on those keywords and those hashtags. You select your campaign name, and next we're going to go to the creator parameters, choose gender, age, special requirement, manual approval of the creators. You select how many different influencers you need. Next, we're just adding the brand. So you're adding logo from your brand name, website, industry, short description. I have a brand added now for demo purposes. And the last thing you're adding is the product. So you're uploading an image from your product name, industry, the price that you sell it for, external link from a marketplace. I'm going to use like a food product. This is a sauce that we're going to use. Last thing you choose is the delivery type, right? You need to send the product to the creator in order for them to create the video. You can choose to ship the product yourself. In this case, you choose deliver by me. Or let's say if it's a TikTok shop creator, TikTok shop affiliate, you want to send the product through TikTok shop directly, you still choose deliver by me. If you'd rather have the creator buy the product from your marketplace, then you choose reimbursement. With this option, the creator will buy the product with their own money up front, and then will get paid back by the brand, quote unquote, by yourself, and they will get their money back. And that's pretty much it. Now we just need to launch the campaign, and we will go to the creators marketplace. Now I wanted to show you this cool feature of AI. So my product is a food product. Right away, I'm getting matches based on, you see, cooks here by keywords. All of these are food scientists, cooks, something that's going to be relatable to the product, home chef, etc. Now, you might want to go for, for a different filtering option. That's totally okay. We can filter by high GMV, right? Let's say if you're aiming to get those creators that know how to sell a product, those are usually going to be in high GMV. This is the GMV, and GMV stands for gross merchandise volume, and that means how much they've actually sold on TikTok shop, total value of the products. You can see the creators before you hire anyone, before you send them an invite. You can check their portfolio, what they've done for different brands, how they talk, vocabulary, tone of voice, editing skills. All of that will be visible before you hire someone and before you spend a dollar, pretty much. You can also check the latest reviews, the most recent jobs, and based out of that, you can also use filtering, different filtering options, category, filter by jobs completed, average delivery time, even state and zip code. And based out of that, you're going to have a lot of different creators to choose from. Now, I want to go back to, because we wrapped up here, this is pretty much related to the platform, how to create a campaign, very straightforward. But I also encourage every single one of you to actually book a call. And this, you can just scan this link here. We would love to have you on a personalized demo call where we will discuss your situation in terms of product, what are your goals, what are you trying to achieve, and we will advise next steps and best practices on how to utilize German brands for your brand. Feel free to use this promo coupon, this code here, just scan it and book a call. Before we go to the raffle now and actually award one of the attendees with a $50 off credit, I want to just briefly mention what's new when it comes to German brands. So the new things that we're launching are going to be lives on TikTok Shop. As we know, TikTok Shop is pushing live shopping. A lot of new brands are actually leveraging these live shopping sessions for promoting new brands, promoting their flagship products, and they're actually having some great results. So soon, very soon, you're gonna have live shopping creators on Join Brands. So you can just schedule a time with a creator, in which case at that time they will create a live selling session with your products. It could be one product, could be multiple products, and you are going to be able to utilize that with high quality creators. Also, we're actually launching some stats. So you're going to be seeing direct ROI, you're going to see some stats related to the Join Brands creators that you hire. What kind of performance do you have from that? And you're going to be able to actually compare results and optimize better with these stats. This is something also that will come in the formidable future.